Dogs with separation anxiety exhibit behavior problems when they're left alone. Typically, they'll have a dramatic anxiety response within a short time, 20 to 45 minutes, after their owners leave them. The most common of these behaviors are digging, chewing, and scratching at doors or windows in an attempt to escape and reunite with their owners. Howling, barking, and crying in an attempt to get their owners to return. Urination and defecation even with house-trained dogs as a result of distress. Before we move on with this video, you need to grab the free Dog Training Secrets Guide in which I have disclosed the deepest dog training secrets that professional dog trainers don't want you to know about. These training secrets would help you have a well-behaved, super intelligent, smart and obedient dog without spending hours in training him, her. Link to the free Secret Training Technique Guide is in the description below. Why do dogs suffer from separation anxiety? We don't fully understand why some dogs suffer from separation anxiety and, under similar circumstances, others don't. It's important to realize, however, that the destruction and house soiling that often occur with separation anxiety are not the dog's attempt to punish or seek revenge on his owner for leaving him alone. In reality, they are part of a panic response. When separation anxiety sometimes occurs, when a dog accustomed to constant human companionship is left alone for the first time, following a long interval, such as a vacation, during which the owner and dog are constantly together. After a traumatic event, such as a period of time spent at a shelter or boarding kennel. After a change in the family's routine or structure such as a child leaving for college, a change in work schedule, a move to a new home, or a new pet or person in the home. How do I know if my dog has separation anxiety? Because there are many reasons for the behaviors associated with separation anxiety. It's essential to correctly diagnose the reason for the behavior before proceeding with treatment. If most, or all, of the following statements are true about your dog, he may have a separation anxiety problem. The behavior occurs exclusively or primarily when he's left alone. He follows you from room to room whenever you're home. He displays effusive, frantic greeting behaviors. The behavior always occurs when he's left alone, whether for a short or long period of time. He reacts with excitement, depression, or anxiety to your preparations to leave the house. He dislikes spending time outdoors by himself. What to do if your dog has separation anxiety? For a minor separation anxiety problem, the following techniques may be helpful by themselves. For more severe problems, these techniques should be used along with the desensitization process described in the next section. Keep arrivals and departures low-key. For example, when you arrive home, ignore your dog for the first few minutes, then calmly pet him. This may be hard for you to do, but it's important. Leave your dog with an article of clothing that smells like you, such as an old t-shirt that you've slept in recently. Establish a safety cue, a word or action that you use every time you leave that tells your dog you'll be back. Dogs usually learn to associate certain cues with short absences by their owners. For example, when you take out the garbage, your dog knows you come right back and doesn't become anxious. Therefore, it's helpful to associate a safety cue with your short-duration absences. Proceed very gradually from step to step, repeating each step until your dog shows no signs of distress. The number of repetitions will vary depending on the severity of the problem. If at any time in this process your actions produce an anxiety response in your dog, you've proceeded too fast. Return to an earlier step in the process and practice this step until the dog shows no distress response, then proceed to the next step. Once your dog is tolerating your being on the other side of the door for several seconds, begin short-duration absences. This step involves giving the dog a verbal cue, for example, "I'll be back," leaving, and then returning within a minute. Your return must be low-key. Either ignore your dog or greet him quietly and calmly. If he shows no signs of distress, repeat the exercise. If he appears anxious, wait until he relaxes to repeat the exercise. Gradually increase the length of time you're gone. What won't help a separation anxiety problem? Punishing your dog. Punishment is not an effective way to treat separation anxiety. In fact, punishing your dog after you return home may actually increase his separation anxiety. Getting another pet as a companion for your dog. This usually doesn't help an anxious dog because his anxiety is the result of his separation from you, his person, not merely the result of being alone. Crating your dog. Your dog will still engage in anxiety responses in the crate. He may urinate, defecate, howl, or even injure himself in an attempt to escape from the crate. Training your dog, while formal training is always a good idea, it won't directly help a separation anxiety problem. Separation anxiety is not the result of disobedience or lack of training, it's a panic response. Do you want to have a well-behaved, obedient and calm pet dog without spending hours in training him? Check out the first link in the description and download the Secret Training Technique Guide absolutely free. It is available for free only for a limited period of time. Thanks for watching the video. Comment below if you liked the video. Please subscribe to the Little Paws Training channel if you are serious about training and grooming your dog. Also, join our Facebook group where you get all the solutions to your daily doggy problems.